My name is Anuradha. I'm a teacher at DPS Puram, and I'm taking classes 11th and 12th, and I'm teaching English, and I'm here to give you some advice to the students who are appearing for their boards this year. I think the most important advice that I would like to give to students is that they have to be well prepared, because confidence comes from a good preparation. If the students are well prepared and if they are, they have studied well throughout the year, they are going to, obviously they're going to do very well. So the confidence level is not going to come by believing in superstitions or believing in stories or listening to others and getting, inspiration from others. The confidence has to come from within. And that is going to be possible only if this child has studied well and is well prepared. And the second thing that I advise to students, is that when they're studying for their boards, they must take out time to sit with their family. They must take out time to pursue their hobbies, whatever they are, and they should not feel that it's just the paper is a week away or the paper is 3 days away and they should just be in the rooms, locked in the rooms, and no, they have to take out time to for a little bit of recreation, and most importantly spend time with their family and with their siblings, because I think that gives them a feeling of, makes them feel a little easy and makes them probably will take their boards as a normal an activity, it's like a normal activity, and not to get so serious about it. And thirdly, I feel is that that it's ultimately the student is going to get what he deserves. If the student has been studying throughout the year and has been methodical, has been sensible, he's going to do well, and the confidence is going to rise from that. And another thing is that they have to understand that there is a career for everyone. So if the academic, if the result is not going to be to their to their satisfaction, there is still several other options are open. So they should not at any cost, they should not feel that they haven't done so well and what is going to be their future. That should not burden their minds at all, because ultimately they should follow their passions. They have to follow what they think is they're going to enjoy, so that the journey of their career, the journey becomes interesting for them. That's and for those students who have not been very methodical and who have, I feel the first thing is acceptance. They have to accept that they have been ignoring. They have to accept they have been not putting in too many hours of studies. They have to accept that. After they cannot dupe themselves, they cannot dupe the others. After that acceptance is, of course, with the very little time that is left, they have to form a proper strategy. They have to make a proper timetable, and they must ensure that they follow the schedule, they follow that timetable, because now at this point they don't have time to waste. They have to follow that schedule. And so once that acceptance comes, once a schedule is prepared, once a child feels, okay, yes, I have ignored, I accept it, it was a mistake made by me, but now I've got to put everything together. So once the schedule is done, I'm sure, with every learning, every bit of achievement that they will have in the process of preparing for the exams, that confidence is going to revive, is going to come back. So important for them to follow the schedule that they make. And of course, they have to also understand that they don't have so much time for leisure. They cannot now take out time for, and they have to focus a lot more than the others who have been, better, more methodical, and who have been studying throughout the year. And for the future, I feel, what career to take, I feel that the child is very important for a child to understand what his strengths are, and it can be anything. He must follow a career which he's passionate about, a hobby, or whatever his strengths are, even if it is not good enough, even good enough in the eyes of his parents. It's his duty to be able to convince his parents and his family members that this is what he likes. And whether it can be in music, it can be a career in music, it can be a career in dance, it can be a career in hotel management, it can be whatever. It's not necessary. There's not necessary to become doctors and engineers, because every child has his own strengths. I have a student who's both the parents were doctors and the child did not want to take up science, she wanted to take up humanities, and there was quite an uproar in the house. But finally I met the parents and I was able to convince the parents that this is not what she wants. She's not going to be happy. And ultimately children who come under pressure of their parents or pressure of their friends, they go back to their passions. Ultimately they find a way to go back what they really enjoy. So I feel they have to choose a career which is their choice, and not to be so burdened by what others say and what parents say. And if parents are adverse to their choice, they have to sit down with the parents and they have to make them understand. And parents also must have the maturity, to be able to see the strength in their child. And I've also realized in the 16-17 years that I've spent here, that there's not a child, I think, who does not have a strength. Every child has some strength or the other. It could be in any area. It could be even art, it could be even music, it could be dance, it could be anything. I have a child in class 12 who's so fond of baking, she's opened her own confectionery. It's amazing how much talent these students have. It has to be identified, it has to be followed.